and the Cleveland Browns. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. Return starts at the 9. This makes it up to the 25. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Quinshon Judkins. The 50! 30! He's at the 10! Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns take a 6-0 lead right away. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little face?
A hundo, partner. 100%.
And to do it on the ground to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
One after converted from Badgley. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Browns have it on the team, and they will kick it away here. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. His first throw is an interception. Jerome Baker has it. And the Browns are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. To get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Here we go, set, go.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. That's not the way you want to go. Wrong way there. The push sends him backwards to the 6. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Ready? 70 Lions.
It's Sampson running out of the gun. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Badgley for the extra point.
Badgley lining up for the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Now first run of the game is Amir White. Bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 22. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Lamar off the play fake. Fights off the pressure. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Lamar. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And our 1st down only gets about a yard here. And the defender there to force him out.
That's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, it's a go-to route to target.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach the 2nd down. Running this one left. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
So simple, yet so hard to defend, Kate. They line up, they play smash mouth, and they get the 1st down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Play action now with Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
You know, we're so often in today's game looking for this, that escapability, and I love that. Get out of harm's way. Now you just got to find a way to make the connection on the other end.
We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And a set forces a now tougher third down.
That right there is one of the biggest differences between the NFL and college game. Heck, the high school and Pop Warner game. Because when you break away from a sack at those lower levels, big things happen. But at this level, this big boy league, just because you get out of one guy's arms doesn't mean you're safe anytime soon.
Third and long for him here. He has the first over the middle. And they will be on the verge of a touchdown here, partners. He pushes this down to the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then. The running back still do.
And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a one-score game. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard
line. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And it looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Another one for Judkins. Play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers, just the element they needed to spring that run.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the first. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They're looking at second and pretty short. On third down, I'll go with Sampson. That's good for a couple of yards. And that's a Browns first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's first and 10 from the 47.
Here we go.
Handoff now to Judkins. He's going to bring this down to their 35. Get him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Another game to Judkins. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game. Not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Ready up!
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12.
Ready!
To the air on 3rd and long. Taking a chance to the end zone. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
On 4th down, they'll bring out Blake Gillikin to punt it away. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. You couldn't do it.
Within 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
See, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one. Softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
Down, Browns opting to go with a dime set defensively. Throw here, 3rd down. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Not sure how this defense lets that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Completed over the middle. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback. And the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Pickup of 2 here. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. So we're down inside of 2 minutes remaining now in our first half. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bay on its way. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Lamar back to throw. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Finds him over the middle. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Pass on that long field goal would have been 55 yards. They're going for this. Running for it. Here's Henry. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. He fields it from the 8. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Short pass brought in. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the 1st.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st and 10, looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens take over as he reports his 10th career INT.
Well, this young man struggled to limit the interceptions this rookie season, and they've shown a lot of patience. But we know that NFL stands for not for long, especially if you're a QB that's interception prone.
We've set it downs from 37. Jackson, quick pass wide. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They motion the tight end over. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Hits his running back. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take the lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
One last play before the break. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. Short pass caught by his tight end. This gets forward to around the 29. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
First down, here's Lamar. Has the open man downfield. It's a race down the right side. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Now Jackson off to play action. Vacates quickly left side. And he's tackled for no gain.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That time, nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him.
This needs to find the end zone, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try him left side. He is not quite to the marker there. Just 2 yards on that play, Brock. And now, what an interesting decision coming up on 4th down.
Well, these are the moments that I just live for up in the booth, man. What are you going to do as a play caller? You're going to go for it now? You're going to try to slam it in? Well, if so, you better get a whole lot more movement than he did right there.
Leading the offense out there. It's 4th and goal from the 1. Trying down the middle with Henry. He runs it across. Touchdown! The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Here's Luke for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Only good for saving face, seen the cosmetics. How many hands I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up, we up the plyometric. Ran about the lux when that's up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, people diabetic.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Judkins running between the tackles. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
1st and 10 from the 32. Judkins out the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I don't know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Again, here's Judkins. This kid must be on the line, a yard at most. Tackled by Keon White there. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Running this is Judkins. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Sean Murphy butting in to pick it off. And the Ravens will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who senses the need for a splash play and delivers.
Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
I know that jet sweep didn't result in a home run, a splash play, Kate. That's a body blow. And boxers, they love to go to the body because if they do it enough, they know that knockout can come.
Finds him on the crossing route. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the red zone on 1st. Rolling out to his left. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
14.
Set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Ready.
Down they go with jump kits. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Browns with the ball, but they enter this fourth quarter at a massive deficit. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Set. 60 Bison. Cowboy 80. Check Bobcat.
Trying to throw this from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarrett loose, incomplete. Prime getting it to Jerry Jeudy. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Shotgun handoff here for Jenkins. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Judkins. He finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's 3rd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Another one for Judkins. He takes a pop and the ball comes out. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there.
You know, Kate, there was a memory burns into my dad, high school coach's memory forever. And that was after winning the game, losing coach comes over and says, Mike, think it's sometimes better to be lucky than good. No, my dad was good. In this case, the runner, he was lucky. He was lucky the sideline saved him as that ball bounces harmlessly out of the way.
He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10.
Check.
They'll run it with Judkins. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Come on, set.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. They'll throw for it. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Continuing to move past the 45. The 30. Gets the 10. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens keep adding to that fourth quarter lead.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered.
This one is up and good. And the Ravens continue piling on to this lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10. They're going play action. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Ravens are going to have it! And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
I think the one thing you and I love about this NFL game is almost all of them are one-score games. So to see a blowout like this, it's taken a superhuman effort defensively, and they just added to it.
Buying some time left. Now here he goes. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a first and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something that'll go get that first down. They couldn't do it right there.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens continue piling it on here in the 4th.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. A little screen pass for Judkins. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. Well, he had to power through 1 tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When 1 defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball, make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Handoff now to Judkins. And the run will not work. He is stuffed at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns trying to do some window dressing. The Browns are lined up to punt. Blake Gillikin will kick it away. Secures this at the 17. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return.
They're on 21-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 2nd down.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Here's the handoff. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Throw here, 3rd down. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he takes it in for the touchdown. Great defensive effort late, even if this one's decided. Badgley for the extra point. It's no good. Floated too far from the right upright. They don't get the PAT. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. This is taken in at the 13. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Go! Go!
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Browns 1st down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Let's go
1st
now!
and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Another game to Judkins. This one held up after just a couple of yards. That makes it 2nd down.
Down at the 35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And they take their first skirmish with their division rivals with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners, as with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.